Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I've been wanting to do a video on how I set up my canopy. Now, there are a lot of different ways to set up your canopy. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but what I am saying is this is the way that worked for me. We have taught this to vendors over the years, and I don't care how big or small you are, how strong or weak you think you are. This is a way that we found works best, and so check it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to carry my canopy over to the corner location where it is. I'm going to be coming away from that corner. So I have an open space behind me. I'm setting up, and I'm going to use the ground as my partner to help me set my canopy. I'm set up in my corner, and I'm balancing on that one leg, and I'm going to use the ground. The ground is going to assist me, and when it starts to drag, I know that I pulled it as far as I can wide. Now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to pull down and push up with the arm, and kind of like you're shooting a bow and arrow. And I'm stretching out, and I'm going to take this until it locks. Boom. Now I can set that down, and I can go to my next location, and this is going to be even easier. Boom, pop that in. And now we'll do the other two spots. Part of what we've done as well is we use 30-pound cinder blocks, double-cylinder cinder blocks. You can pick them up at any hardware store. With that, we also pick up rope, 100 foot of rope, and we have large carabiners. Now, with the rope and the carabiners, I cut about 10 foot of rope. I tie it to the carabiner and the brick, and I'm able to lock on to each of my posts before I take the canopy up. The 30 pounds, I keep that as my basic weight, so now I have 120 pounds that will hold down my canopy. I have those in place as I'm setting up so that each leg is strapped down before I take the canopy up. This way I don't have to worry about wind gusts causing my canopy to blow away. Okay, so now that we have all of our bricks connected, and again, we use the carabiners and a rope, and just so you know, the carabiners are about the size of my hand. You don't want too small because you won't be able to get them over the hooks. So you want them large enough, and I like to go to Harbor Freight because the cost for carabiners is so much cheaper than going to a hardware store or ordering from Amazon. Now, I put my foot down, I've got to start it, but what I'm doing is, because you want to save your back, I'm bringing this up to me, and then I'm stretching this until it locks. And I will do that with each of the 4 feet. I bring it up to me, so I'm saving my back, and I'm not bending over and stretching that out. Now, you have to check your lines because different grounds are going to be slightly different. And so you want to make sure you have all your slack out of your rope. But it should be basically the same every time you do it. That gives me a 120 pounds. One of the things that you also need to watch out for, different canopies have different corners, but the corners are made where they're double, you have double the fabric. That is to protect from rubbing, because the wind is constantly blowing your canopy and it's shifting. It will tear holes, it'll wear holes in your canopy. So always make sure your corners are out, and that you don't have your canopy, the metal of your canopy, just on one portion, and that it will wear through and tear holes into your canopy. And you have to check that every time you set up. All right, thanks for joining us today, and be blessed. And I'm sorry, I'm Michael with Gant Family Delights. This is my bride behind the camera. She's waving to you from behind the camera. So she's so pretty. I love you. So hopefully you come out to see us. Please check back and see for any updates that we may have. I'm gonna try to do some new updates and new posts, and just kind of share the things we've learned over the years to help us become better vendors. So be blessed. We ask that you like and follow. And if you get a chance, come out and see us at our events. You can always go to gfdjams.com, check our calendar, and also place an order if you like.